Genesisers? Is that even right? This is an original Genesis. It is I, Mike Martins, your handheld junkie. Yes, I am a handheld junkie, but this is not a handheld system, but I got myself, or I found myself, or I bought myself, a beautiful Sega Genesis collection with books, manuals, and cases. A complete collection for a great deal. Let's take a look at what I got. Alright guys, here goes. Genesis is right there. I just brushed it up a little bit to get rid of some of the surface dust. I do have a few cartridges here. I'm not going to put samples of each game because there's about, I think, like 70 games in here. So we'll just go through it real quick. Here are your Genesis controllers. Oh, look how big these... Oh, and heavy. The weight on these puppies. Oh, yes. The old school, the weight, it's back. So there's your controller, your UMV, whatever VM, whatever controller for UV output or whatever you call it. Let's go over some of the cartridges real quick. That looks like it's hockey. It's got an NHL logo on it. Techno Clash, never heard of it, but I'll look these up as we go. PGA Tour, PGA Tour Golf 2. And Andretti Racing. I heard this one's really good. Alright, now let's get to the real deal stuff. So, I got a copy of Monopoly in one of these hard cases for the Genesis. I've played Monopoly on every system, but I've never played it on the Genesis or the regular Sega. Now, I don't know if it came for the regular Sega, but... Batman! Oh. Look at that. Batman. Biohazard Battle. Sorry, I couldn't read that because the light was on it. Caesar's Palace. Let me get out of the glare of the light here. Caesar's Palace. Okay, even better. Let me come on this side here. Alright. Madden 97. Ren and Stimpy. Romance 2nd, The Three Kingdoms for Genesis. All these have manuals in them too. There's a lot of collector games in here, so I'm going to go through them slowly. Flashback. Some people have a profound love for the Genesis over the SNES. I was more of a another Ren and Stimpy. I was more of a Super Nintendo guy myself, but Maximum Carnage. Oh, it's a mature 13 and up. Wow. I might give some of these to my son when he gets older. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Also available on Sega CD. So this probably came out late on the Genesis. So it was a late bloomer because they're promoting that. Treasureland, McDonald's Treasureland Adventure. Star Trek, The Next Generation. Let's see what this one looks like. Not bad. Maximum Carnage, again. So, I didn't know there was that many doubles in here, but it comes with the territory when you buy collections. Forgotten Worlds. I just glare everywhere. Aero Acrobat. Global Gladiators. Shakan. That looks awesome. Most of these games are side-scroll, guys. Ooh, Shadowrun. Modern day espionage. I played the RPG, the role-playing game in books. But I've never played the video game. Dungeons and Dragons. That looks amazing. Amazing questing games. Amazing. That's true role-playing right there at its best. Dungeons and Dragons right there. Out of This World. Tailspin. Sega Classics Columns. Columns is amazing. This one you could challenge each other. Echo the Dolphin. I heard this is a collector game. It's in mint condition and it's got the book in it. We'll see. Batman Revenge of the Joker. Two more cartridges. Miss Pac-Man. And PGA Tour Golf. I got like 100 golf games here. Another Tailspin. Bubsy 2. Taz. Escape from Mars. Beauty and the Beast. That's by Sunsoft. Aladdin. What a massive collection. Oh, Christ. Shinobi. I played this for the Sega, not the Genesis. My friend Jerry's got this game. Another Genesis, but this is a cardboard box version game. They tried being like the Nintendo for a while, but they went back to these hard boxes. Tasmania. Sonic the Hedgehog. This is a collector's dream for collectors. I know I do handheld games, but I felt like doing this one. Growl. Golden Axe 2. Baseball Tonight. NBA Basketball. Super Monaco Grand Prix. Another Sonic the Hedgehog. Rings of Power. Look up some of these on YouTube, see how they play out. Pretty cool games. RoboCop 3. Ariel, Miss Little Mermaid, Hook. Jungle Book. James Pond. And Burning Forest. Look at the price on it back in the day. I got some games here, $49.99, like back in from the mid-90s. Micro Machines, this looks awesome. Micro Machines. Sega Classics. Oh, yeah, Arnold Palmer. And another Star Trek Genesis. Well, there you have it, guys. Massive Sega Genesis find. Not the Sega Master System. But I think I did pretty good with this deal. He got a deal. I gave him some. I paid him a pretty penny for this too. It was in all good condition, so I didn't nickel and dime him. People come in and drop me off games all the time, and I give them a decent return on them too. A lot of people would go to those other places, like those other game stores, like EB and stuff, and they get offered like $10 for a collection like this, and I paid a lot more than that for this. But I think it's a good investment for my store, because I am collecting, and I do sell vintage and older games. And I think the vintage games market is where it's at in the next couple of years, as these things become harder and harder to find in the next couple of years. So that's that there, guys. I'm going to take a snapshot here and do a video for the video thimble. Massive Sega Genesis find. Let me know what you guys think. Did I do well with this? Let me know in the comments below. It's a good collection. I think it's got a lot of potential here for resale value. And it's going to go here in my store. I've been expanding into the video games sector. Been doing a lot of TCGs for many years, but my video game collection is growing here. Nintendo, and then Super Nintendo up there. And slowly Xbox, and then PlayStation 2, 360, Wii, PS3, and PSP up there. Nintendo, and then Super Nintendo. It's good. Expansion. This Genesis is going to expand my collection here at the shop. Don't forget to watch my series, Building a Store Business from Scratch. Building a game store business from scratch. It's a good series where you see this place before it was, when it was pretty much a dumpster. And I converted it, cleaned it, painted it, refloored it, resealing it, and making it what it is today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a great day. It is Mike Martins, your handheld junkie.